get ready to go. We're glad that you're all here, so now it's time to start the show. We're not in school, but we can still pretend by making music until this ends. We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Hey Falcons, oh man, this is the week. Guys, we've got some fun stuff to do today. We have got a brand new song, we have got some cool activities, and a brand new musical concept never before heard by you. So you know what? I'm done talking about it. Let's make some music.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
All right, third grade, we got a new song for you today that's about an animal. No, it's not about a horse. We did a song about a horse already, but it is another animal that lives on a farm. A horse lives on a farm, but this other animal lives on a farm as well. Think about some farm animals, some barnyard animals. That's what I want you to try to think of right now. I'm going to narrow it down for you a little bit and see if you can tell me exactly which one I'm thinking of. So I'm thinking of an animal, lives on a farm, lives in a barnyard. It is a bird. It should help narrow it down a little bit. It's a bird that can be very loud. Narrow it down a little bit more. It's a bird that can be very loud, and it's usually the first thing that the farmer hears in the morning because it wakes them up. You know what I'm talking about? Have you figured it out yet? I hope you have. It is a rooster. Now, you probably don't wake up with a rooster. If you do, that's amazing. But you probably have an alarm clock. I have an alarm clock. And you know, sometimes in the morning, when you're really sleepy, when the weather's not so nice and you're just laying in bed and the alarm clock goes off, sometimes you don't want to get up, do you? You just want to keep sleeping. Well, imagine a farmer who's having those feelings, but it's not an alarm clock. It's the rooster. Well, he might be pretty mad at that rooster. So I have a song for you that farmer might sing. It's a song called Let's Put the Rooster in the Stew. Oh boy. It's kind of a silly song. Here's how it goes. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Oof, poor rooster. I have a question. How many times do I take a breath? How many phrases are in this song? Listen closely. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. How many phrases? How many times to take a breath? 4. Very popular number in music class. Good. I'll sing this time. You echo back. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Hold on a second. Now, those were the same words, weren't they? The first phrase and the second phrase, the exact same words, but there was a difference. The melody was not the same. What was different about it? Here's the first one again. Listen. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Here's the second one. Let's put the rooster in the stew. What was different? The first one was lower, right? The second one was higher. Very good. Okay. The next phrase, the words change. Listen. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Well, hold on a second. Those two had the same words, just like the first two. They had the same words, but again, the melody was different. So what was different about it? Well, here's the third one. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Here's the last one. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Hear what was different about the melody? Right, the first time now it was high, and the second time it was low. Kind of the flip of the first one. Good. A little bit longer this time. Listen. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Good. Let's try the whole song together. Here we go. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Nice job. Okay, now there's something really cool we can do with this song. In music, we have something called a canon. You say canon? Now, what is a cannon? Well, you might have an idea what a cannon is. It might be something that you put a cannonball into and kaboom, shoot it out of a pirate ship. Well, that is a cannon. You're not wrong. But in music, it's actually a little something different. In music, a canon, if you didn't know, is when you can have two people singing the same song at different times. So, for instance, one person would start, and when they get to a certain part of the song, the next person would start at the beginning. They're singing the same song, but at two different times. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I actually recorded myself on my phone singing this song. I'm going to sing along with myself. It's always fun to sing with others, but I guess sometimes it's fun to sing with yourself too. Here we go. I'm going to sing in canon with myself. Here we go. Listen.
Let's put the rooster in the stew.
Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. See how that worked? My phone started first. Well, actually, it was really me, but it started first and I went second. Let's listen to that one more time.
Let's put the rooster in the stew.
Now I'm going to start. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. You can do it the other way too. Watch. I'll start this time, and my phone will sing in canon with me. Listen. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo.
Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo.
Let's try something. Let's try something. Can you sing along with my phone? I want you to sing with my phone. I'm going to be group 1, and my phone's going to be group 2. You're with my phone, okay? So you listen to my phone. Don't listen to me. Listen to the phone, okay? I'm going to start. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Your turn.
Let's put the rooster in the stew.
Then he
Let's put the
cannot sing
rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo.
Did you stay with my phone? A little bit tricky. Let's start the other way. I want you to start this time. It might be a little bit easier. You start. You're still with my phone. I'm going to sing in canon with you and with my phone. So you're starting this time. Ready? Here you go.
Let's put the rooster in the stew. Let's put the rooster in the stew. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo.
Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Then he cannot sing cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. It's a fun little thing you can do with certain songs. It doesn't work with every song, but it definitely works with this one. So if you have someone at your house you can teach this song to, maybe you could try to sing it in canon with an actual other person, not just your phone. Okay, it's always more fun to sing with people. But whoever you're singing with, don't forget to have some fun.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
All right, 3rd grade, get on those horses because it's time. It's time. Oh, yes, it's time. Here we go. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Then he caught the whooping cough. Great. Sing it and keep a beat with me. Here we go. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Then he caught the whooping cough. I feel like I got the whooping cough. Here we go. Let's sing it, and let's actually clap the words this time. Here we go. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Fed my horse in a poplar trough. Then he caught the whooping cough. Great. Let's do a quick review here, guys. We've been talking about these sounds. Let's see who remembers the answers to some of these tricky questions. First question, how many beats do we have in this phrase? Listen. Loo, 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 loo. Do you remember? 4 beats, exactly right. Who remembers one of those 4 beats that has only one sound? Loo, 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 loo. Do you remember which one it is? It is the 4th one. The 4th one's only got one sound. Good memories. Who can tell me a beat that's got not one sound, but 2 sounds? Do you remember which one has 2 sounds? Loo, 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 loo. Do you remember? Yes. The first beat's got 2 sounds, or also the 3rd beat. They both have 2 sounds. Right. First beat's got 2. 3rd beat's got 2. Last beat's got 1. What about the 2nd beat? Loo, loo, loo. Remember how many sounds are on that beat? Loo, loo, loo. 3. 3 sounds on a beat. But remember, they're a little weird. They're not all the same. In fact, one of them is long and 2 of them are short. Do you remember what the order is? Long, short, short, exactly. 3 sounds on 1 beat, where the first sound's long and the last 2 sounds are short. That's a brand new rhythm. You ever heard anything quite like that before? If we put it into the song, this is what it sounds like. Ta-dee, long, short, short, ta-dee, ta. Sing that with me this time. Here we go. Ta-dee, long, short, short, ta-dee, ta. This time, let's sing it and clap it. Ta-dee, long, short, short, ta-dee, ta. This time, just clap it, but think it. Great. Last week, I asked you to make a picture. Here was my picture. Got my horses, they're the beat. Got my horseshoes, they're the rhythms. And it works out perfectly. Ta-dee, long, short, short, ta-dee, ta. If you made a picture last week, first of all, some of you actually shared them with me. You emailed them. That was great. I love to see that stuff. You don't have to, unless I specifically ask. But if you ever want to share something, feel free to send it to me. You know how to reach me, okay? But if you didn't make a picture last week, now is your chance. Please make one, okay? If you did make one, great. If you want to make another one, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. But make sure you have your picture. I want you to point to your picture that you made to make sure it matches up with what we're saying. Because, guys, we're about to learn a brand new rhythm in music that is going to blow your minds, okay? So make sure you know that, because coming up next, we're going to learn about that brand new rhythm.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
All right, 3rd grade, it is time to learn about our brand new rhythm. Now, this rhythm is unlike any other rhythm we've had because it's a rhythm where we've got some sounds on a beat that are long and some sounds on a beat that are short. Specifically, we've got 3 sounds on a beat. First is long, last 2 are short. In music, we have a rhythm name for that, just like we have a rhythm name for ta and toddy and takadimi. This new rhythm. 3 sounds on a beat, where the first sound is long and the last 2 are short. We call 3 sounds on a beat, where the first is long and the last 2 are short, ta-dimi. Can you say ta-dimi? It's a tricky one. It's like a tongue twister almost. Ta-dimi. Say it again. Ta-dimi is our new rhythm. The ta is long and the dimi is short. In our song, if we put it with the rest of it, it would sound like this. Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. Sing along with me this time. Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. Can you sing it and keep a steady beat? Try it with me. Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. How about this time we clap it? Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. It's a tricky rhythm. 3 sounds, long, short, short. We're calling it ta-dee-me. Okay? Try it by yourself one time. Here you go. Great. Our new rhythm is ta-dee-me. Now, it's a little tricky to hear, but it's actually even a little bit trickier to draw the notes for. I'm going to get something to write with. You're going to need something to write on and something to write with. I have a dry erase board and a marker. I'm going to try to conserve some paper, but if you have just some paper at home, that's fine too. First things first, we got to put our beat lines. We're going to put our beat lines. These are really important. Beat lines help keep our notes organized and help show us what rhythms go where. So we got 4 beats, so I'm going to put 4 beat lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. I am also going to put a time signature. That's important to keep our music organized as well. Time signature, a 2 and a 4. That's our time signature. 2 beats and a bar line. 2 beats and a bar line. This is what you need, guys. If you have your paper organized like this, that's great. I'm going to ask you to do this along with me. You don't have to submit this. If you want to, you can. Feel free. You have my email. You know how to do it. But it's really important you make it this along with me. So get something to write with. Make sure you're doing this with me. Or if not with me, maybe a little bit later, now that you've seen me do it, okay? Here we go. We've got our beat lines. We've got our bar lines. We're set. We got to put the rhythms on now. Okay, let's do the ones we know first. Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. Well, the last beat we know, it's a ta. It's just a quarter note. So we're going to put a quarter note like that. There's a ta, just like that. We also know toddy. That's one that we already know how to write. The first beat's got a toddy, yes. And the other beat that has a toddy is the 3rd beat. Right, so we'll do that. This leaves us with our 2nd beat. Now our 2nd beat is our new rhythm, ta-dee-me. So ta-dee-me is not 1 sound, not 2 sounds. It's 3 sounds on 1 beat. I'm going to put 3 sounds on 1 beat. 3 notes, because they're all on 1 beat. Because they're all on 1 beat, I'm going to connect them all at the top. Watch. Just like that. Okay? Now, we have a little problem. Right now, they all look the same. And we already said this. They don't sound the same. The first one's long and the last two are short. So we have to show that they're not the same. We have to add something else, okay? When you have a ta-dee-me like this, you need to show that the last two are short. So we're going to add one more thing. If you remember back to our rhythm cock-a-dee-me, 4 sounds on 1 beat. If you learned about that one, it might help you out with this one. Our last 2 sounds are short, so we're going to add another beam on it, just like that, in between the last 2 notes. Take a look at that rhythm. There is ta-dee-me right there on the second beat. Long, short, short. It's an 8th note and 2 16th notes, okay? This rhythm we can say ta-dee-me, just like that. But you need to make sure you've got that extra little beam right there, because if without that, they're all the same, and we know it doesn't sound the same, okay? Can we sing this rhythm? Let's try it. Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. Sing along with me again. Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. Can you clap it? Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. Good. Something you can practice is really just writing out that new rhythm, ta-dee-me. You can write this whole thing out. That'd be great. But it's also important just to practice writing that new rhythm. So remember, you're putting 3 notes, 1, 2, 3. They're all connected, but the last 2 are short. So we got to show that. Our new rhythm, ta-dee-me. It's a tricky rhythm, but it's a lot of fun. We'll have some more fun with it next week, but until then, keep practicing, keep writing, and keep making music.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
All right, 3rd grade, listen, guys, you have been working really hard. You've been working hard. We just learned about a brand new, pretty tricky rhythm. We've learned a bunch of new songs. You know what? I think you've earned a little bit of, not free time, but a little bit of a break here. What I'd like you to do is think back through some of the fun things we've done over the past couple weeks. We've learned some songs. We learned Under the Spreading Chestnut Tree. You could do that song. You could take away the words, okay? We learned Hey Betty Martin, tiptoe, tiptoe. You can maybe make up your own game for that. Think about the words tiptoe, tiptoe. You can sort of make up your own game with your family. Be creative. Have some fun with that. Oh, and your boom whackers, of course. You guys made some boom whackers last week. I saw some of them. They look great. Have some fun with your boom whackers. Make some music with them. Maybe try playing more than 1 at a time. Maybe try 2 at a time. See what it sounds like. Experiment. Have some fun. So what I want you to do right now is just take a little time for yourself. Make some music. And have some fun.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Well, we sure had fun this week, didn't we? So, until next time, grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat? And the happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over